Welcome back to On Base presented by Geico. Get more baseball, get more with Geico. I'm your host, Mookie Betts, and today we have a two-time All-Star, two-time starting the All-Star game, NL Rookie of the Year, 2024 All-MLB First Team, and 2023 number one overall pick. That's kind of crazy right there. But anyways, Paul Skeens. How you doing, bro?
Doing well. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming on the show. I know you're a very important person, so you have a lot of things going on, and so coming on the show, thank you for that. I mean, I don't know what you could possibly have going on in Pittsburgh. Here there's not a whole lot to do other than maybe go to a steel company or something and check it out. But other than that, thanks for coming on the show. I start off playing a game called On Base, Off Base, and it's whether you're in or you're out. So it's the first little game I want to play with you. First things first, you could hit a homer in a big league game today. Are you on base or off base on that?
I'm off base. I would imagine that's probably the coolest thing you can do. It's definitely cooler than striking somebody out in a big league game.
So are you pissed about like not being able to hit? You know?
That was, I came up a two-way guy, so I was looking forward to, potentially two-way. But honestly, when pitchers could still hit in the big leagues, I wasn't primarily a pitcher, so it was it was cool. And then once they changed it, it was like, all right,
you're
whatever.
Cool with it.
Yeah.
But you would like to hit though?
I would. I don't mind, or I don't miss taking BP and throwing bullpen. Like,
oh, it's a lot. It's a lot.
You see it every day with Shohei. I don't know how he does it. Yeah. So,
nobody does, but he does it. It says you hit 367 double-digit homers every year in the Air Force. So like you raked. Yeah,
I mean we're hitting at 7,000 feet too. So
it doesn't matter.
That helped, but
raking is raking, bro.
I miss metal bats. Man, hitting at 7,000 feet, that was fun.
So did you, when you were hitting and pitching and whatnot, did you envision yourself doing this in the big leagues or no? You were like, nah, I just want to.
I really don't know.
You didn't even think about it?
Because when I was at Air Force, my freshman year, I was catcher and closer. I mean, first game I closed, I caught 8 innings and then came in and closed it actually against LSU.
Oh, was it? Wow, okay.
And then my sophomore year, I was starting on Fridays and catching on Sundays, caught a couple Tuesday. Like, it was just like, go out there and play, like have fun, which was, cool, got to enjoy.
But preparation, I'm assuming, has got to be completely different from then to now. I
mean, and that's another thing, like, because, when I was two-wing, I was figuring it out on my own. Okay. And nice thing is, my coaches gave me the latitude to do that. So I learned a lot about myself, a lot about my body, but I was far from having everything figured out. Yeah. And
I feel like there's no possible way you could figure everything out like that in the big leagues. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just kind of play and figure it out as you go. Like, you have to prepare.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've learned, like, it catches up to you at some point. You've obviously been here a lot longer than I have. Like, you got 162, man. It catches up to you quick if you're not doing something right.
Yeah. That's just the mental side. Like, the physical side is a whole different animal, having to, play however many games that you would be playing at catcher or whatever position you would play, and then turn around and prepare to face people like yourself. I envy whoever. There's got to be somebody that's going to do it. I don't know who. I mean, if Shohei exists, then there's got to be somebody that's going to do it. We'll see. We'll see as time comes. You'll be playing. I'll be done by then, though. All right, so next thing, LSU football should be number 1 in the country. Are you on base or off base on that?
Man, I have no idea.
Did you?
I really don't.
Didn't they just play the other day? I don't know. I don't really watch.
Yeah, I didn't watch the game. I'm not a.
So you're done. You're like, once you left, you're like over it.
Well, I mean, even when I was there, I wasn't like, I don't know anything about football. I know I knew that Jaden Daniels was good. I didn't know he was going to win the Heisman. I didn't know he was going to beat Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I watch the games and it's like, oh, LSU's winning, LSU's losing. That's
really
all I got. So I don't.
So you didn't like just, what about basketball? You didn't watch anything else? So you didn't do anything, you didn't pay attention to anything?
Yeah, I mean, I never played any other sports. So like, the only sport that actually interests me is baseball, and the other ones, I don't know what's going on.
Golly, that's crazy. What? I feel like just you accidentally start loving football at LSU.
Yeah, I got thrown into it. Like I think, LSU. I went to LSU Alabama the year I was there. Mm-hmm. Was the coolest sporting event I've ever been to.
Okay, but the game you could care less about. It was just the stuff going on.
Yeah, it's just like because I remember one of the LSU cornerbacks or whatever picked off Bryce Young in the end zone, mm-hmm. and it's 100,000 people just going crazy, and I'm looking up and I'm like this could be the highlight of that kid's career. It was just the coolest.
So you weren't even thinking about the pick.
I don't know. He picked him off in the end zone. I don't know how it happened or anything like that. I just know that it was a cool environment.
That's wild. Okay, all right. So we'll just keep moving then. Okay, if time travel was real, you would strike out Babe Ruth. Or you're on base or off base on that?
I'm on base.
I'm on base on that too.
Yeah.
I think if Babe Ruth saw 100 like this, with the splinker and the slider and the sinker and all this other stuff, I think he may have a little problem with that. So if you were to pitch to Babe Ruth, maybe he fouled. Maybe you got 5 pitches. He fouls one off. You throw a ball, whatever. What would be your sequence?
Show him the heater and see where he's at.
Okay. So he's showing him the heater. He takes it down and away. We'll just go down and away. Strike one. Now what?
Another heater, probably up somewhere.
Okay. There's and with his bat path, I got him not catching up to him.
Yeah, you got to see where he's at.
Okay, so he fouls it off. Now it's 0-2. You went heater down and away, heater up. Fouls it off. Now it's 0-2. Now what do you got? You got 3 pitches to work with.
Yeah, it depends how he fouls it off, but I'd probably run another heater up, even a little higher, see if he goes after it.
He takes that ball. 1-2.
Good take. Yeah, probably just throw a splinker in there, see what happens.
Okay. And I think he probably swings and misses. He may not get the 5.
Yeah,
I think he probably swings. There's no way he's seen a splinker before, so not many of us have. So who do you think would be the toughest at bat, like all time, that you would face, or someone you would like to face?
Outside of today's game,
yeah.
So there are a lot of those guys now, but probably Barry Bonds. Yeah.
That would be a tough. I wouldn't even know what to throw. I couldn't even tell you what to throw. Like, whatever it is, just make it good.
Yeah. Nothing over the heart of the plate.
Nothing over the, he can turn it. He'll turn it around.
Yeah, he will.
That's one person that, obviously there's a lot of people that could still hit in today's game, but I think he would be an elite in today's game.
Yeah,
as well.
I agree. You'd see how the people in his era pitched him. It was, a lot of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Nowadays, just this from the dugout, just go to first.
Okay, so I got one more. Fenway was the coolest road start you've made so far in your career. Are you on base or off base?
Yeah, I really don't know. I'll say.
Do they all just kind of run together?
Not really. I'll say off base. I think just because my second career start was at Wrigley.
Oh, okay.
A weekend day game there, and that was the coolest thing. Just because, for me as I've been in the big leagues for 5 days, and I'm going to Wrigley for the first time. So I'd been to Fenway. A couple of people asked me about it after my start the other day at Fenway, and I'm like, you played there, it's unbelievable. But while I'm out there, it's kind of just like,
I know what you mean.
It's baseball. But I will say, looking at it from the dugout, I don't really know how to explain it. Looking up the next 2 days and just taking in the game, it really didn't feel real.
Yeah, it's good. There's no right or wrong with this, but I think early on, especially like you said, playing in Wrigley, pitching in Wrigley was probably super dope. Me coming up, I got to play in Yankee Stadium, and then obviously playing in Fenway, and it's like the history that goes behind it, and you're you're like, wow, you know, it's cool. I'm here. But then once you start playing, it all kind of ends up being.
Yeah, I mean, it's baseball. It's 60 feet, 6 inches.
It's all the same stuff.
Yeah, so.
I do have a question. Your girlfriend, Livy, she mentioned that you're a good cook.
Yeah.
So you want to be a chef? Is that like your side gig or something?
I enjoy it. I haven't done a whole lot of it in
you
season.
Haven't? So you don't cook much during season?
Off season, I cook a ton.
So like, what's your favorite meal?
So I have a Traeger, and it's like
a Traeger. What's a Traeger?
It's one of those wood pellet grills.
Oh, okay.
Not really a smoker, not really a grill, but like
right in between.
Yeah, it's a cheat code, I think.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You just throw the meat on there, throw a little probe in there.
Okay, so like, give me your meal. Like you going, you're not going to date night, but you gonna make date night at home. So what you gonna make?
Probably a ribeye.
Okay.
If they have, dry aged, grass fed. I think at some point, like when you eat enough steak, you can taste the difference between like
for sure.
grass fed and not. Yeah. So
okay, so you got a ribeye, then what?
I'll probably the side. I'll throw some broccoli or asparagus on the Traeger too, and just
on the grill.
Yeah, on the grill.
Okay.
Just let it go, pull it off when it's ready, and then I'll just be like, "Hey, babe, you make the mac and cheese," and
okay.
And she'll do that. She enjoys that. Mac and cheese or mashed potatoes or something like that.
Some cornbread. You make cornbread on the what is it called, the Traeger?
Yeah, I've never made cornbread on there. They got recipes for everything, so I'll play around with it.
You should try it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? I got to go get me a Traeger. Where do they sell Traegers at?
Probably like Ace, Lowe's.
Okay, is that where you got yours?
You can probably get one.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna see.
Online.
Give me a Traeger. Let's see what you're talking about. So
it's worth it.
All right. So switching gears, brother. Obviously you broke a lot of records, doing a lot of big things. You're through your first 50 starts. You have the lowest ERA in live ball era, second behind the second lowest. I'm sorry, behind Vita Blue. And so seeing this and seeing how you react to everything, is this kind of like normal for you? Like, I mean, you expect this, or you kind of like don't really care about it either? Your success, should I say?
Probably a little bit of both. I mean, I don't know how you approach it, but I think that's just a product of showing up every day and doing the work. It starts in because everybody sees the stuff on the field starting in March or I guess February and in spring training, but everything starts in October, November in the off season, and I don't think you can. It's tough to put numbers, not like numerical goals on a season,
right?
And it should just be like go out there and be the best me that I can be, and however it ends up, and I'm not like the stats, the numbers, that kind of are what they are. It's just a matter of going out there and being the best Paul Skeens that I can be.
I feel like that's kind of how I would take it. Like our whole lives we go play the game and X, Y, and Z, and then you get to this point because you are good. It's not like you got called up after a year and all this stuff because it was like luck. You know what I'm saying? You've been kind of doing this. You were doing it in LSU. You were doing it through the minors. You're doing it, So it's almost like for you to continue to do it, it's like, well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of why I am who I am, right? And so I remember, winning. I won my third, and people asked me, like, even after the second one, they were like, that's got to be special, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, yeah, it is. It is very special. But also, like, I remember when I was 10, like, we were always winning the championship. You know what I'm saying? I was winning the championship at 10.
It's what I do.
It's kind of like the same thing, So for me, from my perspective, watching you, it's like, I mean, yeah, it is super dope. I'm not knocking you at all. But it's like, it's probably what he's been doing his whole life. That's why he never reacts to it. Because it's like, I mean, yeah, I'm doing the same thing since I was 11, So is that kind of how you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just baseball. And what you just said about, you've won 3 World Series, like, winning is winning.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen.
Right,
like,
exactly.
And winning, however you define it, obviously, getting a ring and, holding the trophy and all that, that's a, pretty easy way to define it.
Yeah, for sure.
Something that we're all, you know, striving for, but then, you know, the little wins also, the individual wins and all that, like, you know, that's what we do.
Yeah.
I think we win.
So what does, you know, those are the big things, right? What small wins get you excited? Like what actual things? And so for me, for instance, like going up, and the other day I hit a single to right. That got me excited because just a line drive to right let me know like, oh, you're in a good spot. Like keep on going. So like something like that for me got me excited. Obviously I didn't like show it, and you know, but internally I did. So something like that for you, like what small wins would get you excited to let you know like you're in the right spot?
Yeah, I mean, executing a pitch that I've been working on, whether it's the, you know, if there, you know, because over the course of 32 starts or whatever, you're gonna not have a pitch at time. I haven't made 32 yet in a season, but
even during one start, like even during one start, in the course of 100 pitches that you're gonna throw.
Yeah, I mean, you can go. I've noticed it this year more than last year. I think like, you know, hey, there are some starts where I'm not getting the heater down as much as I want to, or I'm not getting the heater up, or I'm not, you know, getting the breaking ball to the back foot or something like that. So, you know, you work on it, and then you go out there and do it, and that's a little win.
Okay.
Man, I remember playing you guys in Dodger Stadium earlier this year, and Ohtani, I forget which game it was. I think it was the Sunday game, but Ohtani led off the game with a double, and then you come up after, you hit a fly ball to right field, get him over to third.
Okay.
And you were celebrating on the way back to the dugout, and I'm like, man, I haven't seen that in a big league game. Like that's the little win thing that stood out to me.
I mean, that matters, you know.
It's
obviously,
winning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you said earlier, it doesn't really matter what the wins look like, you know, as long as you keep working on them and doing them, and so like if you stack up all the small wins, like moving a guy over, executing your pitch or whatever, then that's how you'll hold up the trophy in the end, right? So, so it's just, you know, stacking up small wins and whatnot, which you're obviously doing. So I do want to switch gears a little bit. I want to go to this splinker that you were going to throw Babe Ruth to punch him out on. So tell me, how did this get started? This is the first time ever I brought a baseball, and I want to see what it looks like. But yeah, like how did this get started? Can you show us the grip while you're doing it?
So when I was at LSU, I'm a four seam guy. I think that because I've caught all my life, I spin the four seam really efficiently, just because, like, you know, that's the thing behind the plate. So. But the project when I was at LSU was to get a slider and a sinker to throw two different, you know, fastball shapes. So I'm playing around with this literally for 10 months while I'm at LSU, and it wasn't good. Didn't really throw it the whole time I was there, but I'm going split grip like this because I had a buddy that I trained with, you know, over Christmas break and that kind of stuff, you know, the off season. Who split it like this, and his was really good. And so thank God I kept with it rather than switching the grip, because I got back, and it's funny because between the national championship and the draft, it was like a 2-week thing. I'm still throwing, still lifting and all that. And I'm playing catch with it one day, and it like kind of split my fingers like this, and I felt it more off my index finger on that one, just throwing it in catch play, and it kind of split like that, and I was like, oh, that one was different. And so I did it again, and I've never met a pitching coach who tells you to throw a splitter like this, you know, without truly like splitting the ball.
That's what I thought you were supposed to do like
so that. I'm throwing it like this, and then I just basically kept doing it, and it's funny because I, you know, get drafted and all that, they don't know I have this. And
because you didn't throw it.
I didn't throw it. Okay, and so I get to the complex after the draft, and I start whipping it out in front of our pitching coordinator, and he was like, that's different.
Oh, okay.
So I start throwing it, and like I was kind of just seeing what I had, and I, you know, that's kind of just